Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, it's the end of the month, man. It's March, movie talk, and Ready Player One came out, so I decided I would talk about Steven Spielberg, man, my 10 favorite Spielberg movies. And the post come out in January, but I did my most anticipated movies of the year, so I decided to wait until March. This is a video I've wanted to do for a while, but I feel like I've done it before, so this is the updated list just in case I have. And one honorable mention that I got to get out there is Austin Pussy, the Austin Powers biopic that Steven Spielberg directed right around summer '02, starring Tom Cruise, Gwyneth Paltrow, and that's a little Gold Member joke. Austin Powers and Gold Member during the opening credits, whatever. If you seen Gold Member, check that out. It was funny because Austin tried to give Steven Spielberg some pointers, and he'd just be like, "I think my friend here thinks different." He just holds up an Oscar. Let's get into the actual list. At number 10, I got The Post, and it was Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, directed by Spielberg. Man, it's movie magic, just like that, based on a true story. The Washington Post obtains some documentation that could like blow up government secrets and all of this and big legal issues. That like Tom Hanks was like the only one that was, hey, let's take charge. Like we got to do this. It's our duty to get the news and the truth out to the people. Meryl Streep, being the owner of the Washington Post, hesitant. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go into too much. It's not on Blu-ray or DVD just yet. But that is number 10. And at number 9, I got Ready Player One. His two most recent movies ended up being two of my favorites. And Ready Player One literally just came out, so I definitely won't go too much into spoilers. Ty Sheridan, very dope as the lead. Olivia Cook, Lena Waithe, Ben Mendelsohn, great in supporting roles. Ben Mendelsohn always kills it as the villain. Visually, one of the dopest movies I've seen in quite a while. My review is posted on my channel. I'll throw it in here somewhere. I don't want to spoil anything, man, but visually, the Easter eggs, like, don't get discouraged by anybody talking about the abundance of cultural references, pop culture references. Some of them are very cool. Oh, hey, that's so and so. Just keep your eyes peeled. There are endless amounts of pop culture references in this movie. It's so dope. And some really do push the story forward, and that's what I thought was dope about the virtual world. At number 8, I got Minority Report, and it's crazy to me that it's this low. There's a movie that I'll say at the end that I really wanted to make this list, but just based on the extensive filmography, man, that movie just couldn't make it, and that's why Minority Report is this low, man. Like, it's futuristic. Tom Cruise is a cop. There's these 3 kids that can see murder before they happen. Tom Cruise gets accused of murder, and he's on the run the whole movie. It's so cool. What's his name? Like John Anderton or something like that. And Colin Farrell is another suit that kind of wants his job, is leading the chase. And just the road and the adventure that this movie goes on is just so entertaining. At 7, I got another one that's shockingly low to me, and that's Jaws. Saw it for the first time last summer, and I was hooked the entire time. Like, it's just from start to finish, nonstop tension. You don't know when the shark's coming. You don't know how they can quite possibly beat the shark. Was it Roy Scheider is the lead. Richard Dreyfuss is in it, and they try to save the island, or I forget what the town is called. Like, it's some like rich New England town. It might even be Long Island. I don't think so. But for the 70s, it's so cool, man. This is such an iconic movie. At number 6, I got E.T. And E.T. is so fun, man. It's so full of adventure. He gets stranded by his species, or whatever you want to call him. Elliot finds him, the Reese's Pieces, like 5-year-old Drew Barrymore. Like the cast, like it's one of like the earliest just child casted led adventures, and it's just such a fun watch. Trying to get him back home, trying to get ET back home, and then obviously, of course, the government steps in and tries to mess everything up. It's like, man, I don't know what else to say about ET, man. Like there's one moment at the dinner table that had me dying. It was so funny. At number 5, I got Saving Private Ryan, and that's another classic Spielberg movie that I saw way too late. I saw it for the first time in January, like right after the Post come out. I went through like 5 Spielberg movies, and this was the first one right after the Post. Tom Hanks and his platoon during World War II trying to find the last surviving son of this family, played by Matt Damon, and it was Edward Burns, Tom Sizemore, Vin Diesel, Barry Pepper, or just some of the actors that are part of the platoon. The cast chemistry is dope. The battle scenes are brutal, and it ends in a way that I didn't expect. Man, it's long as shit, but I've come to realize that quite a bit of Spielberg movies are long as shit. So if you're gonna go see a Spielberg movie, man, have at the very least 3 hours set aside. At 4, I got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Along with Star Wars, Batman, Ninja Turtles, man, Indiana Jones was one of the first like franchises that I really like got into. Indiana Jones, man, he's a professor. He's an archaeologist. He's always looking for artifacts. And in this one, it's him and his dad, played by Sean Connery, and they're going after the Holy Grail. And obviously, fucking damn Nazis are always in the way. And there's adventure, the score. Just Indiana Jones is like one of the greatest heroes of the 80s, man. If you don't like Indiana Jones, man, you don't like movies. Just the chemistry, like I said, the chemistry with Sean Connery and Harrison Ford is very dope. And I don't hate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and I'm excited for 5, but I would not have been mad if they just left it at 3 movies. And at number 3, I got Catch Me If You Can. And this is, hands down, Steven Spielberg's most underrated, most underappreciated movie that he's ever done, in my opinion. You got Leonardo DiCaprio playing this kid who's smart enough to forge these checks, to steal money, to live off the airline, and he just stumbles ass backwards into all these different jobs. He's smart enough to learn it all, and just pulls some of the baddest chicks you've ever seen. And Tom Hanks is the FBI agent, Carl Hanratty, that is on his trail, and just their bond, and it's based on a true story. Like, this isn't fiction. And Christopher Walken plays his dad. Some of the females are Jennifer Gardner, Ellen Pompeo, Amy Adams, Elizabeth Banks. I love this movie, man. This is the movie that I realized, like, Leonardo DiCaprio can actually act. Leonardo DiCaprio is actually a great actor. At number 2, I got Raiders of the Lost Ark. And that is the name of the movie. The movie is titled Raiders of the Lost Ark, not Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I will cut you off. You will cease to exist to me if you refer to Raiders of the Lost Ark as Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's looking for the Ark of the Covenant, and just from the opening scene when he it's like some little statue, and he puts the bags on, but it like triggers the boulder. Like, the boulder scene is one of the most iconic scenes in all of cinema. Alfred Molina made his film debut in this movie. Karen Allen plays Mary. What's her name? Marion. I don't remember any Indiana Jones girl's name. It shows him being a professor. So some people have Last Crusade as their favorite, but this is mine just by like hundreds of a percentage. I love Indiana Jones 1 and 3. I like Temple of Doom. It's actually 11 on this list. And after I rewatched the series, it could even be higher. But man, I think at least one Indiana Jones movie is in everybody's top 5 Spielberg. My favorite, I think most people born in the mid to late 80s have this up in the top 2. my favorite Spielberg movie of all time, no question, is Jurassic Park. Um, hold on to your butts. I mean, this movie is so crazy. Like, who would have ever thought that somebody would make a movie about dinosaurs and the dinosaurs look real? Like, that's insane to me. Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum are strongly casted. Jeff Goldblum's about to be in Fallen Kingdom this summer. I wouldn't doubt if they get Sam Neill to come back for 3. But it's just like, man, the T-Rex scene with the vibrations, the ripples in the water glass, the footprint, the T-Rex chase, the raptors, Wayne Knight. And Wayne Knight, I hope that y'all know this, but Wayne Knight, every time, like every outfit that he wears resembles a different Goonies character. I hope, like, if you guys are as nerdy as me, I hope you guys have seen that meme or that picture floating around. Man, Jurassic Park is such a good time, man. Jurassic Park is hands down movie magic. I don't even hate Lost World either. The sequel that Spielberg did direct, Lost World is good, man. So, what are some of your favorite Steven Spielberg movies, man? One of my all time favorites is just didn't make the list. I have it rated a 4 out of 5, but that's how strong his catalog is, and that's Hook. Man, I absolutely love Hook. I hate, I hate, I hate Peter Pan. What he say? What Robin Williams was when they had the food fight, and Robin Williams was getting on Rufio. You rude, crude, lewd bag of pre-food chewed dude, or something like that. Um, he called him a gynecologist too, substitute math teacher. But yeah, but like Hook is so special to me, man. Hook is another one, probably his second, in my opinion, second most underappreciated movie. I have an idea for what I want to do next month. I'm still working out the ideas and what the list would actually consist of. Um, so it could be 10, it could be 5, it could be 3, it could be 1. Just, what are some of your favorite Steven Spielberg movies, man? He's got so many. He's like half of what I just bought, man. I haven't even seen, like Sugarland Express, 1941, Amistad, War Horse. I haven't seen The Color Purple, Empire of the Sun, AI, Artificial Intelligence. I always thought it was crazy when that movie come out because that was like Allen Iverson's peak in popularity. My review, I'll card my review for Ready Player One and the post in here somewhere. I'll throw other reviews in there too. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.